Let me try something. I'm trying to set this up so I can record audio and video and talk. So I got two cameras going. So I'm gonna start OBS right now and see if I can get a camera to operate.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Well, we are streaming, so.
Uh-oh!
And we are on time.
Properties. Let's see here. Hello. Come on now. Come on.
Hello.
Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. I have to actually have two separate inputs because my cameras are on one cable going into the computer, and it doesn't have any kind of signal separator. It's just a direct feed. So it's like you're either using this camera or you're using that camera. You can't use both of them.
Yeah, see, I got mine running.
I can use both of them. With OBS. I just what's going on here? Damn it, now nothing's working. Now nothing's working. Don't save the project. Okay, let's try this again. Ah, the audacity.
Oh, that's a different program.
I'm monitoring and it's monitoring. Hit the record button. Now we're recording. Okay, so we're recording there.
Okay.
I'm not recording this. I wanted to be able to record the video and the audio and then cut snippets into some stuff I'm putting together from all the stuff I've done.
Oh.
But I can't do video, so I'll just have to do audio.
That's all right. We both have a face for radio. We just, audio is better.
We don't want to show our ugly faces. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, too. And to all of you people out there listening.
For those who aren't happy.
Well, that's their own fault, though.
That is.
Yeah. If you're not happy, that means that you work too hard to make your IQ too high.
Did he say hi?
Yeah, because, like they say, everything looks worse the smarter you are. That's why I'm a very happy person.
Yeah. I could agree with that.
So what'd you do last night anyway?
I rewired the upstairs and I moved the switch in the kitchen from in the actual kitchen to the laundry room. I fixed the electrical situation in the bathroom because there was a switch for the fan light because we have two light sources in the bathroom. One is you turn it on and it's over the sink, and one is the fart fan and a light.
Uh-huh.
I had to rewire the fan light because the switch it used to be a three-way switch because there was a heater and the fan and a light.
Right.
And I took that out and put just a fan and a light can in. So because the switch, you'd hit the switch and nothing would happen, but you kind of push it like a toggle. All of a sudden it'd come on, and I was like, okay, we got to get rid of that.
Yeah. See, we got a light similar to that, only it's inside the shower in the main bathroom.
Yeah.
And you flipped it on. She flipped it on, and it just quit working. And she thought she heard something go sizzle. And then we had an electrician come out, and they didn't want to do anything unless they were able to replace all the outlets, all the light switches, and tighten up everything in the all the light fixtures.
Right. We can't do it unless you give us another $15,000.
Yeah. So it was like, well, no thanks. So I'm gonna wait for this summer, and then if the house hasn't burned down by then, I'll go through and do everything myself. And
when we first purchased this house, the outlets on the first floor, none of them had ground. And someone from the city came in and said, hey, for free, we'll give you this thing. Let us update your outlets down here. I was like, free? Go ahead. New outlets is fine. So it's got some kind of false ground in it, and there's this little green light. And I mean, there's never been a problem, but it's weird that they did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got an outlet on the front porch that the light works, but it doesn't work, so I have to replace that one. And then I got one in the bathroom for that light that I was telling you about. Mm-hmm. And then in the office down here, there's one outlet that has never worked, but it's right in between two that do.
Yeah, I had that exact same problem. I had in the bathroom, there's a outlet that didn't work, light switch for the fart fan.
Uh-huh.
And so the outlet that didn't work, I just pulled it out and coupled the wires together and put them in and shut the box. So it's in a junction box. Nothing changed. Same thing with the fart fan, because for some reason it was connected to a 50 amp breaker, probably for the heater that used to be there. So I just turned that off. Nothing changed. And then I went upstairs, the one in the kitchen, moving it from the kitchen to the laundry room. There was a switch in the laundry room that didn't do anything. Couldn't figure out what it did. Been here 20 years, couldn't figure out what it worked, what it operated. Doesn't turn anything off or on. So I just pulled that switch out, capped those wires off, and then moved the switch into that box from the kitchen. So everything's fine there. And then last night when I was upstairs, the last thing I did was put 4 brand new outlets in the upstairs on a independent breaker. And when I unwired the existing outlets and put the new one in, the light in the stairwell stopped working. I was like, what? How is this house wired? Oh, they call it hemajang.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder, don't it?
But, man.
Like in the office, though.
I got to rewire the whole place.
I've got outlets on every wall in the office over here, except for the side where the closet is and the door. Okay. But on the other 3 walls, there are outlets, and they all work except that one, and that's on the back wall. So I've got 2 over here on the right-hand side, and then I got the one that don't work. These 2 work just fine. That one doesn't. Then this one works, and then the 2 over here work.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so I got to figure all that out this year.
Hey, man, my wife just called. 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes.
I will tell everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of You Must Be Joking, right? Anyway, I hope everybody had a fantastic New Year. If you guys would like to join in on the conversation, feel free. 253-254-6664. You can call in and talk to us, and we'll see what we can do. Let's see here. And he's over there doing that. So my coffee is just finished brewing, so I will be right back myself.
Hey, I heard he just left. I just got back. See, here's the thing. My wife is about this tall, and we store the dog food up on the top shelf. And so I just had to go. We needed open a new bag for the dog so he could have lunch. So I went and got a new bag for her. So yeah, did he tell you? Welcome to a new year, an old show. We're old people doing new dumb things. Woo woo! Oh man, you got coffee? I should have got coffee while I was in there.
The pot just finished brewing.
Yeah, I had to go grab a bag of dog food for her so she could give the puppo lunch. Because, she's short, and we keep the stuff up high because, you don't want the dog to get to it either.
Yeah, well, I feel the same way.
Which is weird because this is her idea. Put it up there so the dog doesn't get to it. But we have an open bag on the floor that it can get to. Like, anytime it wants. And it never does. The dog never has gotten into the bag of dog food, ever.
Well, to be honest with you, neither has mine because
yeah, your dog food's sitting right there on the floor too.
Yeah, but he doesn't really like the food. He only eats it because we don't give him the food that we're eating that often.
Don't give him anything else. Yeah,
hunger is the best appetite. Yeah,
seasoning, whatever.
No, I try not to feed him anything, or very much of our food, but my wife will sneak him all kinds of crap.
Well, since I give him the dog food, I try not to give him very much people food. I give him a little bit of cheese if we're making quesadillas. Might give him a small piece of bacon if we have a bacon in a breakfast or a sandwich or something. Other than that, I don't give him people food. But I used to keep a stock pot on the stove for the dogs, and all my food waste would go into there, bones and everything, because eventually everything breaks down.
Yeah.
And I'd feed them some of that slop on top of some dry food, and they're
yeah, well, he'll eat. He's picky though. Like he won't eat eggs. He don't like eggs.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's real.
Yeah, and if you give him a choice between a piece of chicken, a piece of ham, or a piece of steak, then he'll take the chicken every time.
Really?
Yeah. And yesterday we tried giving him rib bones.
Yeah.
And he would not touch the darn things until he was sure nothing else was available. Now, I'm not saying that he's spoiled, but I'm pretty sure that's the case at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a couple dogs that it was hard to feed because they had allergies and stuff. But I've never had one that was super picky that it would turn its nose up to something.
Yeah. He is. Don't know why. He's always been. When we first got him, I tried 4 different bags of different food and treats. Okay, you'd think that the treats like the bacon strips, stuff like that. You'd think that he'd go for that. He will not eat a bacon strip. He'll take it and go put it on the rug and then walk away, and it'll stay there for a month.
It's because it's fake. He doesn't want it. Yeah, I don't give my dog those kinds of treats.
Yeah, but we've tried giving him the all kinds of different other treats and everything. And in fact, we got a bag of different treats, and the majority of it's molded because it's been there so long. Yeah. And in fact, I forgot I was going to throw that out yesterday. But the only thing that he will eat that's similar to that is the pepperoni. He likes the pepperoni, but other than that, he won't touch any of the other stuff.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't see. I've never really been a treat giving kind of person for the dogs, except for I had a couple big dogs, and one time I would give them like that big femur you can buy at the store.
Yeah,
that big bone, and once in a while I'll give them a pig's ear or something.
Yeah, but, see, that won't work at my house because my wife eats the pig ear.
Yeah, see, but I don't give them milk bones and little snacks. And when I'm at the vet, they're like, "Hey, can we give them treats?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." I don't want them to be all, "Well, give me dog treats."
Yeah, well, he doesn't even care for the milk bones.
Yeah, no, it's they're garbage.
I don't know. I thought they tasted all right.
I didn't really like the taste of them. Although they had some that were coated at one time. I think they were faux beef basted or whatever. Those weren't too bad, but it was mostly salt.
Yeah, well, the ones that I tried, oh God, what was it? Probably 20, 25 years ago, something like that. Those were all actually pretty decent, Yeah,
a long time ago they actually weren't too bad.
Yeah, but these ones here and everything, they just don't taste right,
New formula.
Yeah. I think they're doing just like everybody else, trying to make things too politically correct and too they want it to seem more healthy than what it actually is.
Could go.
Well, It used to be, my dog's better than your dog. He gets Calcan. This kind of stuff, and they actually put stuff in there and everything that the dogs liked that may not be good for them, but the dogs liked it. Okay. Now they're trying to make everything healthy for the dog, and the dog don't like it.
Oh, I don't fall for fads. I buy the one brand of dog food because it's the one I found that no dog was allergic to. So,
yeah. Well, I might need to get the name of that from you because
Bounds.
Huh?
Bounds.
Bounds?
Like Leaps and Bounds.
Ah.
Bounds.
Might have to check that out.
Not too bad. Comes in about 8 or 9 different varieties, and once in a while it's on sale. It's real cheap.
How big of a bag?
We just got the big bag. I guess it's 36 or 40 pounds or whatever for $35 because it was on sale at Fred Meyer.
Okay, well, I'll have to look for that the next time. We just bought another one, the same stuff that he had last time, and he does eat it better. It's the pedigree.
Okay, yeah.
The chicken flavor.
Yeah. That's what we get. Most of the time we get the chicken and sweet potato. Sometimes we get the salmon, just to throw a little variety in there for him.
I actually got him a little treat pouch of salmon chips.
Yeah.
He won't touch them.
Really?
And yet
he'll eat all those.
And yet he'll eat the fresh salmon. If we have salmon steak, he'll eat that. He's stolen that off the counter once.
Well, it's because he knows that the salmon that you're eating is real. The salmon you're trying to give him is fake.
No, actually, it's just dehydrated. It's actually salmon chips, But yeah,
it's weird. Fake. You didn't cook it.
That's the deal. We didn't cook for him. Yeah.
Maybe try that. Throw it in the pan. Throw it on a plate. Put it on the ground. Maybe he'll be fooled.
Yeah, might have to give that a shot.
Pretend like you took a bite of it. Want some?
Well, that's how I tasted the milk bones. Was here.
Well, I've always tried everything before I gave it to any of my dogs. I'm like, what am I feeding you? Oh, I'm not giving you that.
Alrighty, let's see here. I wanted to give a shout out to Angelo Lamar and to Joel Emil, okay, which are the two creators and producers.
The new guys.
Yeah, of the Murder, Love, and Comedy show that we've got going. Real nice guys.
Haven't contacted.
Huh?
Who I still haven't contacted.
Yeah, see? Yeah. And then you and I actually have a new listener, and I wanted to give a shout out to her, Myra Mello Bates.
Hi, Miss Bates. Happy New Year.
So thank you for listening, Myra, and thank you for your good words. Appreciate it.
And thank you, everybody else, for watching and laughing and pointing at us and saying, look at those idiots. Those are the people like, we're after you.
Yeah, but the only time they say those idiots is when they had too much to drink and they look at your side of the screen.
Well, when they're looking at my side of the screen, they're going, look at that beautifully crooked toothed guy. Is he British?
You probably got Brit in you somewhere.
I'm sure we all do.
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't nobody on this planet pure.
Well, I'm pure. Not by choice, but, I'm a born-again virgin.
I'm pure as the driven snow. No, you're not. You're like a snowball that's been rubbed in doo-doo.
No, I could say I was pure as the driven snow because you've seen how muddy that stuff is.
You can say anything you want. Doesn't mean it's true or factual, but you said it, right? You said it.
Well, have you seen driven snow, especially down a gravel road? That's pretty nasty stuff.
I've seen some real weirdly driven snow.
Yeah. So did you bring any topics?
Did I bring any topic? Do I ever bring topics? No, I didn't bring any topics. I just,
Well, I did.
All my topics are, government related.
Yeah. See, and I'm trying
like people are championing that Greta Thunberg got Andrew Tate arrested for human trafficking. No, she did not do that. I'm sure they were looking into him since they tried to arrest him about 6 months ago, and a year before that, and a year before that. So, I mean, just because she was the last one to talk to him doesn't mean she's the one that got him busted.
Okay, well, here's one topic for you. This is the one serious one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I got an email today that reminded me of Sony's business practices. Okay. Now, I quit buying Sony electronics because they've got a tendency of not updating their the programs and the software.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to where like I bought 3 video cameras,
Okay.
and got to where I couldn't even use them because they wouldn't update the software.
The software, yeah.
Yeah, so it wouldn't work with anything. It wouldn't work with anything newer than Windows Millennium. Okay. Yeah, they just quit. So I got 3 cameras that I can't use. And I wrote them, and they wouldn't even reply to it. Okay.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. So then I got this one today. So hold on here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'll let you read along with me here. This is from the Arlo cameras. Okay. Now I've got cameras all around the house, and most of them are Arlo. Okay. And they've been fairly good. There's issues with them. The battery life has gotten to where the batteries don't want to work that well or keep the charge that well. This kind of stuff. And it's hard to get them to sense the motion where you want it to sense, even though it lets you adjust it. It doesn't work very well. So you see everything or you see nothing until it's too late. Okay? Yeah. So I got it to where I'm seeing everything, but anyhow, so it says, as part of Arlo's commitment to delivering high performance products and to protect our customers' privacy and data, we continually review the ability of our products and services to meet the ever evolving technology and cybersecurity standards of the market. Based on this analysis, we determine when our products and services need to be updated and retired and moved into their end of life stage.
That sounds like someone in Canada trying to get some medical help.
Yeah. Okay. Starting January 1st. Now, I just got this morning, right?
Well, January 1st.
Yeah. Arlo is implementing an end of life policy for its products and services with the Generation 3 and Pro cameras being affected on April 1st. These cameras were released in 2014, 2016. They still work, or did, until they do this, respectively. The end of life of the Generation 3 and Pro blah, blah, blah cameras means that certain features of and support for these cameras will become unavailable, including 7-day cloud storage, which was one of the reasons why I bought the cameras to start with. Because for free, they would keep 7 days of video. Okay. And you could pay them to have unlimited storage. So you would subscribe, and then they would, Well, let's see here. Cloud storage firmware updates and email notifications to find your product and model number, blah, 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 blah. These cameras may continue to be operated after April 1st by all existing Arlo owners to live stream video, receive motion notifications, and store video clips locally with a compatible Arlo base station. So now we got to buy more stuff.
Right.
These cameras also can utilize Arlo's new cloud storage, which is available with the Arlo Secure subscription service.
Hey, we've decided that we're going to tell you these cameras might not be supported, but if you want them to be supported, you can subscribe to our support.
Yeah. You can pay us to continue to work to use the product that you bought years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So... Yeah. And that's the reason I quit buying anything Sony. So through the end of life, cameras themselves may lose some functionality over time as they will not be provided with further firmware updates. Yeah. So to me, that kind of says, screw you. You got to buy something new.
Well, it says you can either upgrade your cameras or you can upgrade your service. We are no longer providing the same free service that you had.
Yeah, which is why we bought it to begin with.
Well, that's how they get you in, because a lot of times you automatically subscribe for stuff. You know, you buy the camera and you're like, okay, well, I've now you subscribe for the storage, and it's like, okay, well, it's only a couple bucks. And then they're just like, hey, you're running out of storage. We need you to upgrade. It's like, well, I'll just wipe my stuff. Oh, we don't have that. We just, you got to upgrade your storage. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll go to a new service. Hey, we just found a way to upgrade your service for a little bit cheaper. No. That's not what I said. I'm leaving. That's like the Comcast, the Rainier Connect, and whatever this other one is. I went to the service that you have, got the rate, sent the rate in an email to my service, and they're like, well, we can give you $10 off. And I said, well, if you can't match it or beat it, I'm just going to go ahead and change services. They're like, oh, okay, well, we'll match it. I figured you wanted my money.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? Are they going to match it for a year or 2 years, 3 years?
They said a year.
Yeah.
They're going to give me a 40% discount for the next 12 months. I was just like, well, okay.
Yeah. See, I dealt with the same people for a long time, and every year I would call them up and say, hey, do you got anything going to, that, will keep us with you, or do I have to find somebody else? And we did that for several years until we moved here, and then I had my stuff all transferred here from Buckley, and just having cable was already run to the house, and we had, cables going to the different rooms, from the box out here. They decided they didn't want to hook up to those cables.
Right.
So they charged us for running it from the alley to here. And then they drilled a hole over on the other side of the house and ran it through up to, where we were going to have the TV set. But we still couldn't use any of the other ones throughout the house because they didn't connect everything in. Then they charged us $400. This is after them telling us that they wouldn't be charging us for doing any of this because it should have already been done. And then, so 3 times I packed everything up, disconnected it, took it back to them and said, look, you guys take it because I ain't paying this crap. Oh, well, we'll go ahead and we'll cut that and we'll do this, and so bring it on back, hook it all up and everything. The next bill came in and here we go again, another $400. And it's like, kiss my, 3 times I did that. Finally, that's when I went to the people I'm with now.
Yeah. That's why every year call them up. Hey, what kind of special do you have for new subscribers? Okay, I want that. Oh, we can't do that. You're already a subscriber. I said, okay, well, I'm going to change services. Oh, well, hang on, sir.
Yeah.
We can't give you the brand new service special, but we can give you this one. No, you can give me the brand new one, or I'm just going to change services.
Yeah. And that's why I went to these guys. And even though I'm paying more than some people that have the same stuff that I have, theirs can go up. Mine is set for life.
Yeah.
So no matter what, nothing goes up except the taxes and that kind of stuff. Right. But as far as just the service goes,
they'll find a way.
Well,
it'll take a while.
Yeah, the contract was lifetime pricing. So. Now, they could do a drive-by, wipe me out, and then charge my wife more.
Right?
Yeah. But, yeah. So, anyway, that just irritates the crap out of me when a company will do that. Because, their stuff isn't the greatest,
Well, you got to play them against themselves, man. It's like those, trying to get a loan from a bank. People didn't know they could shop around to different lending facilities until they were told, hey, if you can go to another place and get a better rate. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, what? And then they did the thing on the internet. Now you can just click one button and 17 different people will give you a rate. And you're just like, I'll take the low one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, I don't know. Just irritates me that, so I'm going to end up buying new cameras. And since I've got an outlet up there,
well, what are you doing with your old cameras?
They'll probably go into the garbage bin because if you're not going
What
to be
about
able
your Sony cameras?
What?
What about your Sony cameras?
Oh, those things, they're, sheesh, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I threw them out or, oh, I was supposed to bring my tapes over to you, though, to have you transfer them to disc for me. Yeah. You said you had the ability to do that.
I have an ability. I think it's in.
I think that you said that you could also do this one.
What's that?
Reel to reel.
Oh, reel to reel?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'd have to dig out my projector, see if it'll fit that one.
This is an audio tape.
Okay, then no. I don't have my reel to reel anymore.
Yeah. I'd forgot all about this. My dad ended up finding it in a box at his house.
Yeah?
It's a song that I wrote a long time ago and everything and mailed it to myself.
Poor man's copyright.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell you what song it was. But yeah, so the other topic I wanted to talk to you about is kind of fun when you think about it. It just popped into my head earlier today. The way we think. Do you ever wonder why your brain kind of goes, or does it? I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. To where it just kind of makes big, wide leaps and you don't even realize it or know why.
Oh, I realize it, but I don't know why. But I can assume it's because I'm just doing mental gymnastics, and at the jumping jack point, I'm just like, because I'll have an idea in my head, and then I'll start talking to myself about that idea in my head, and the discussion just goes crazy. And I'm just like, I was trying to make myself a drink, and all of a sudden I'm over here baking biscuits. What the hell? What?
Yeah. It hit me again this morning because on Rubber Chicken Radio, the song by The Who, You Better, You Better, You Bet.
Yeah.
Okay. That was playing. And all of a sudden I started remembering that song, and the words to that song and everything. And then next thing you know, I ended up on the old Hee Haw television show, because he was talking about, your dog chewing up all those letters to say you better and this kind of stuff. And then I ended up on Hee Haw because there was a skit on there and everything where where that real pretty blonde gal, I don't remember her name, with the big bosoms, was laying there and everything, and she was talking to one of the twins, and he says that he saves every one of her love letters and everything because he knows that her lips have touched the envelope, and she goes, oh no, she says, I use Beauregard's nose, which is the hound dog, to wet the I have him lick the or wet the envelope.
Sticky card.
Yeah. So he and then, but then I ended up way over on something else. And this is all because of The Who, And, by the time the song was over and everything, I was like way out in left field somewhere.
Oh, man. I don't even need that. I got so much going on in here, so much music and lyrics and garbage and trash and this and that and the other thing. I'll take the cup. I'll go to get coffee. I'll reach into the thing for the creamer, see the salt, and be like, oh, I need salt, and I need some baking soda and 2.5 cups of flour. And then all of a sudden, and then I'm like, I'm over here. Hey, can I put bacon in cookies? What's going on here? There is no association from this to that at all. But it's going on. And and the whole time I'm in here singing salt for the cookies, bacon in my nuts. You know, I'm just like, what the hell's going on? And the music's going off. And I'm just, there's so much noise in here.
Yeah. But there are times where I will actually sit down, because I'll end up on a subject that I have no idea how I got on, and this is all up here. There's nobody else. I might even be driving by myself with no radio, no nothing, and I end up thinking of this, and then I sit there and I try and backtrack. How did I get here? And then I start thinking about.
You got to stop doing that, sir. Once you start, how did I get here? Woo! That's a whole new thing. Your brain goes and derail.
Yes, like how in the hell did I get on this subject? What triggered it? And it's like, oh my word, what
was the trigger word? Hey, words are kind of funny. Who made up that word? All words are made up, sir. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing.
It's like, oh,
hey, are you falling asleep? Yes, leave me alone. You're driving. Oh shit.
It's like, it's probably a couple of months ago now and everything. I remember I was driving along, and for some strange reason, I remembered back in the early 80s, we were driving along, and I was driving the 70 Olds Cutlass.
Remember.
My brother, and it was raining out, and it was cold, and my brother was riding in the right-hand seat, in the passenger seat, riding shotgun. The night before, I'd had a lot of beans and cornbread and this kind of stuff and everything, So I'm driving along, got the windows up because it's wet and cold outside, and I let one rip, and it was a silent but deadly one. Next thing you know and everything, I'm laughing my tail off because my brother has got his head sticking out the window. He's getting pelted by rain, and everything, and he's gagging and stuff, and I'm laughing my tail off. And it took me a while to figure out why all of a sudden that thought came into my head and made me laugh. And it was because I saw an Olds Cutlass that was the same color as mine. And for some strange reason, that just made me just jump back to where I was sitting in the car.
It was a visual stimulation that brought back a fond memory that made me laugh out loud while I was alone. So people watching me driving, laughing out loud while I'm alone could go, look at that maniac. Stay away.
Yeah, give him room.
Hey. He doesn't have insurance. It's obvious.
Anybody that's listening, what do you guys do? Do you ever have these issues, or is it just he and I that are crazy that way? Anyhow, call in 253-254-6664. If not, forever hold your peace.
Yep. Stand there. Be quiet. Be quiet. I said, bitch, be quiet. But you said it, right?
Well, I always say it. Sometimes I regret saying it. Oops.
Oh, I've never regretted any words that have ever come out of my mouth. Some of them have been horrible. Some of them have been stupid, but you can't regret things. If you're going to go through life regretting shit, forget it.
Yeah. Well,
it's like asking someone on their deathbed, do you have any regrets? I regret letting you in the room.
I kind of regret dying. This wasn't exactly my end plan.
Right, yeah.
But thanks for asking. That's the last thing I want to be thinking about if I'm on my deathbed. Let's see here. How many things can I regret before I die?
So something's happening. You said topics. Let's go back to the serious side. Something's happening that I said was going to happen. They have started investigating JP Morgan for the Epstein Island stuff. Okay. And everyone's like, where's the blah, 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 blah. And when Epstein killed himself, I said, nothing's going to come out for a long time because these kind of investigations with people so powerful take a long time to get correct. Because if you go after a powerful person and you don't have all your ducks in a row, they get away with it.
Yeah.
But take your time, you make the investigation, you put everything perfect. There's a chance that they won't get away. A chance. And now with that Tate thing, that was a distraction from the distraction that they're distracting you with to keep you distracted from the distraction that's distracting you from the other distraction that they want to distract you from. It's all very distracting. But at the same time, the JP Morgan thing hit the news for like 2 seconds, and then the Andrew Tate thing blew up. So,
yeah.
But it's nice because they're going after traffickers. I mean, I applaud that.
Yeah, well, I was really sad when Epstein died myself because that was the end of Welcome Back, Kotter.
Right?
And other than that, you know.
And only people over 50 are going to get that reference. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Mr. Kotter.
Welcome back. Yeah, see, now my thoughts are all about, now I got to picture Vinny and all them other guys. And
Barino. Barino.
World.
I'm glad I could help.
Son, you're going to drive me to drinking. You don't got to drive me. I'm already here.
Now, see, that one put me
Are you battling alcoholism? Nah, we're getting along real good.
Yeah, we get along great. But see, when you said that, it made me, yeah. When you said, you know, I was going to have to drive you to drink, or I was driving you to drink, it reminded me of Mac Davis. Yeah, Mac Davis. You remember his song? I'm going to build me a bar in the back of my car and drive myself to drink.
No.
No. Yeah, it was a funny song.
I'm sure. Sounds like it was great.
And that's not a bad idea, you know. I mean, that way.
Not sponsored yet.
We're working on it.
I'm trying, man. How's your liver?
Well, that's all right because I'm drinking coffee for Pete's sake, and I'm already seeing double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're crazy. It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh my God, they got drunk and reproduced. Thank you.
And now pronounce you man and whiskey.
Whiskey. Let's consummate.
So yeah, they are going after the people.
Oh, good.
But man, it's so difficult to trust anything anymore, especially with all that the Twitter gate and all the stuff like that.
Oh,
it's like, what part of the justice system do you believe? What part of the justice system do you trust? Can you believe or trust any and all of it anymore? I mean, I can't believe that the entire system is corrupt. No, I can believe that the entire system wants to corrupt those that are in it, but there's got to be some holdouts. There's got to be some people that are in there, and it's like in the police force, you see the guys that want to police the police from the inside are ostracized. They're moved from precinct to precinct, they're ostracized, and then they're pushed out. And, you know, whereas the bad actors are moved from precinct to precinct and remain employed.
Well, yeah.
So I want to have faith in the system of justice in the United States of America. I want to.
Well, most of the as far as the police go, you know, the ones that are bad actors, okay, I do believe that the majority of them are still, you know, trying, okay, although the laws are getting so screwed up. You know, I mean, there was an article the other day I was reading about how now that the laws have changed here in the state of Washington and in Pierce County, that it has pretty much opened the door for car thefts because they're no longer allowed to chase them.
Right.
You know, and this kind of stuff. So what are they supposed to do?
I drive cars that no one wants.
Yeah, you know. somebody steals mine, they're just shit out of luck, because there is no warranty,
Well, there's another thing. Most people won't be able to steal either of my cars because they're manual.
Well, yeah. But for those people that are trying, there's also a couple of people that are not. But even when it comes to them, at least their mothers still believe in good. So.
Well, it's the thing.
It's not all corrupt.
I absolutely believe that there are bad cops.
Oh, yeah.
But I also believe that there are more good cops. And like you said, there are more neutral cops.
Yeah,
but
because they don't have a choice.
Division, so the only thing they show us is the bad actors.
Well, the bad actors make news. The good actors, the ones that are doing their job, the only time you ever hear about a cop doing something good anymore,
when he plays basketball with a group of teens in the block.
Yeah, or Facebook video, or somebody, and yet there's so many more videos of a cop making a mistake, or doing something wrong,
or doing something horrible, and that's the sensationalism,
right? And that's what hits the news. That's what hits the news. But the cop playing basketball with the kids on the street, he
gets
doesn't
a blurb.
The cop that ends up dancing, doing the street dancing and stuff, with the other kids, that one there you might see on Facebook or Twitter, but you won't see it on the news.
No, well, you'll see it on the news once, but the cop that killed that guy over there, and apparently for no reason, because the 3 seconds of video shows the end of the guy's life and doesn't show anything before it.
Yeah.
All day, every day, until everyone says, "Oh, the cops are bad.
Yeah.
Defund the police."
Yeah. Or, you guys could actually show the first 5 minutes of that video where you're seeing the guy that's actually taking a swing at the cop or trying to run over him or whatever else and everything.
Yeah, because I completely believe that if we saw the first 5 minutes, maybe the cop did overreact when he beat the hell out of him, but hey, that guy came at the cop, so he
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if you take a swing at a cop,
hey, now we're apologists, bro.
Yeah, then that shows that you're stupid, and he has the right to try and knock the stupid out of you.
Well, just like you have the right to defend yourself,
right?
If you attack a police officer, no matter what the situation,
right?
If you attack a police officer, they have the right to defend themselves.
That's what I think. Yeah, and yet they're trying to say that they don't. So
well, no, they don't want them to. But it's all part of the divisiveness. It's all part of the downgrading of our civilization. Really, they want us to hate and fear and not trust the police officers, and that's so prevalent. All the horrible things. I mean, because I've been there's like 5 substations and a semi-main precinct. Been to all of them. Met so many of those police officers, and they're so nice.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? I just came in to say hello. They're like, oh, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, well, I'm just doing an audit. Oh, hey, how you doing? Because they're like, you watch these people audit police officers and they're assholes.
Yeah,
they're complete assholes, and they get beat up, and they're just like, I know you're my first, my fourth, and my 14th Amendment rights. I walk in the police station. Hey, how you guys doing? You guys protecting my Constitution today? They're like, yes, sir. So, what do you do?
The majority of the police give them
a job.
Yeah,
that they thought was helping their community.
Yeah,
a majority of them. Yes.
Yeah,
a few cops join because they're jerks and they want to exert power.
Yeah, they're power mongers.
Yeah. Well,
but
bad actors get all of the press because it's sensational. It drives revenue for the people showing that stuff.
Yeah.
Because the happy guy, handing out ice cream instead of tickets, there's a blurb, but that's no good.
Yeah.
That guy's actually a good cop. Let's not show that.
Yeah. Bad news sells.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the Eagles have a song about that.
Dirty Laundry is not the Eagles. That's
Just
wanted
That's not Glenn Fry?
What?
That's not Glenn Fry singing Dirty Laundry?
No. Shit. What is his name? Not Sawyer Brown.
Dirty Laundry. Dirty Laundry.
Let's go to the Google machine.
A song by Don Henley.
There it is. Don Henley. Yeah.
He was in the Eagles.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had 3 guitarists, bassist, keyboard, drummer, all kinds. There was quite a few guys in the Eagles. I mean, I liked them better when they were backing Linda Ronstadt because they were a nice country band. But
well, that was one of the things I really liked about the Eagles.
And Fry, some other guys, people.
Yeah, well, that was one of the things I really liked about the Eagles is that they weren't locked into one genre or the other. You know,
No, they were pretty fluid.
Yeah, you know, they did country music, they did rock music, they did soft rock, they did pop. You know, yeah. That's the only reason why I didn't like it when they broke up. But then again, you spend that much time, that many years in a bus with the same people cramped up like that, you know, and trying.
Well, there's also a lot of writing conflict and ego conflict, especially when you got as much talent as that band had.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure it was like, hey, this song needs to be played this way. Well, no, I need you to play this riff this way. Well, I'm not going to play it this way because I think it sounds better. Fuck you, I quit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you and I don't have a problem because I don't have an ego. You're the only one that does, so I'll help feed yours. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hungry. Hungry you go.
Yeah, and I'll feed it with a pie in the face.
Holy cream pie! Whoa! Whoa! That doesn't mean what it used to mean. Do it.
The one and only board game I could ever get my daughter into is the one where it puts a pie in your face.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hang on a second. I got to do this.
Hi, Mom.
This is one of my other podcasts. This is You Must Be Joking.
Right?
And that's my buddy Gary. He's trying to get his show on NWCZ as well. We just, you know, it's all up to Trevor. I don't contact him a lot, and if you say that my episodes aren't being uploaded, I believe you.
Yeah, well, we were on NWCZ radio, but he just quit without anything. That's why I don't bother editing or anything anymore. And it's just easier.
Oh, and that's why I'm recording this, because it's supposed to be on NWCZ radio. So if he gets back to me and says nothing's happened, I'm gonna use this as the next episode and be like, hey people, you need to listen to You Must Be Joking, right? On Rubber Chicken Radio with Gary Ennis and Veg. Yeah.
Join some of our other listeners.
Big G Money and Sleazy Vegetable Joe would love you to join us on You Must Be Joking, right?
Yeah. Dang, I should have been recording that because that's pretty good commercial.
Well, didn't you record it? You just recorded it. Aren't you recording, or are you just streaming?
I'm just streaming anymore. I haven't recorded it. But
anyone watching this, please send him a version of the commercial I just made for You Must Be Joking, right?
It's actually, I mean, it's recorded on YouTube and Facebook.
Oh, well, you can pull it down though.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to take the time, it's there.
Yeah.
The question is, was it worth it?
The downside is that today I had everything streaming, right on time.
Yeah.
Except I forgot I also have on Facebook, I also have to push another button over here after I hit stream.
Oops.
Yeah, so about, half an hour into it and everything, I looked over and I was like, oh,
Sorry, Facebook people, you don't get to be part of the show today.
Well, you get to be part of the last part, but you know.
Welcome to our half-hour New Year special.
Yeah. But I'm going to give the shout out again to Angela Lamar and Joel Amil, right? From
Murder, Love, and Comedy.
Yep, Murder, Love, and Comedy. And then
email you guys
because I like to make voices.
Yeah. And then Myra Bates.
Myra, a new listener, new watcher, new person. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to all of you.
Is good for all of you.
Yeah, we do appreciate any kind of feedback you get, and so there you go. That's big thank you to Myra because she was really nice about doing that. Let me know that last week was actually her first time watching.
All right.
And I said, well, what did you think? And she said she liked it. And so I said, well, come on.
You're
back.
cute. The other guy's crazy.
Well, she didn't mention either one of our mental health.
Which one of us is the other guy?
She didn't mention either one of our mental health.
Well, people like to stay away from it. I don't want to tell him he's crazy because he might go crazy.
But what are we going to do on the air? You're safe.
This is therapy for us.
Yeah.
This keeps us in our prospective basements as opposed to out on the street just talking to people randomly. Hey, how you doing? Did you know we're all crazy?
Although I would really like to do that. This a little later on this summer, I would really like to go out. Yeah. Give away some stuff and this kind of thing, and just, talk to them about the show and about the Rubber Chicken Radio and that kind of stuff, so. But we'll see if I can actually do it.
Hello, sir or madam. Do you like fun? No? Okay, thank you.
Well, and I have the show for you.
Only listen to the B-side.
Yeah, that would actually work.
Hi, Steve. Gotta say hi to Steve.
Yeah. Hey, Steve. How you doing there, my half-footed brother?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody, because that means that 2022 is finally over.
Yep.
2023 is here.
Yep.
And for the first 2 weeks at least, we're all going to have scratched out parts on paperwork that has the year.
Oh, no. I start writing 2023 in November.
Yeah, I do too. So
I mess people up. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll be writing 2023 in November too. That's about the time I'll get it right. But January, February, March, April, May, no, it'll still come out 22 for the first, I'm terrible, Mainly because
I strike preemptively.
Yeah, but I have a problem with the focus. It's like, that ain't working. Back it up. But I don't know. This year could be a little bit different, considering how much I was looking forward to last year ending.
Well, I mean, better different or just different?
Oh, I'm hoping for better different, but pretty much different would still be good, because same old shit, different day is ridiculous, constant.
Yeah, you still got the same old people telling us the same old lies, so I don't see anything changing this year. All they do is rob from the poor and give to themselves. Cujo! Shinzo!
He was having a hard time last night with all the fireworks out here. I mean, he's 100 pounds,
That's a bummer, man. I've never had one dog ever that was afraid of fireworks. But then again, I have taken almost every dog I've ever owned with me at least once when I go to the shooting range. So
yeah, well, I'm not really sure. It could be something similar to that's got him freaked out. I mean, somebody might have had him tied up and thrown, because he's always been a little bit skittish about that stuff. But
yeah, something happened.
yeah,
Don't know what, but something.
Yeah, because even like I was listening to Rubber Chicken Radio, of course, and the song
Shameless plug.
by Garth Brooks.
See, this is why I don't try to recall things anymore, because it just depresses me that I've forgotten nearly everything. Hey, you know that thing with the never mind. You know what? Let's just pretend like this is all new.
Oh, The Thunder Rolls by Garth Brooks. Right there at the beginning, it's got the thunder and the rain coming down and the sound effects,
If you say so.
Yeah. Anyhow, he sits there trying to find some place to hide when the thunder starts coming in. And he starts hearing it go, and so he just starts looking for some place to hide. So when we have the storms out here and everything, if we start getting a little bit of thunder and stuff, he's all right as long as it's way off in the distance. But when it starts getting closer, he's looking for some place to hide.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I've seen skittish dogs like that before. I just don't understand what makes them that way. Because, like you said, I'm sure there are some that were tortured, basically. But I've had friends that have dogs, and that fireworks scare them. And I've had friends that have dogs where the real like overhead thunderstorms scare them.
Well, those ones kind of make.
And I don't know how you torture a dog to be afraid of a thunderstorm, unless the storm's above your house and you're just like, "Come get Simba."
Well, it could be that they were locked out, just tied up outside too with no shelter, left.
I'm saying my people I know personally with dogs that, indoor dog sleeps on the bed with them, still afraid of fireworks, don't know why. Still afraid of thunderstorms, don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to have a Belgian Shepherd Collie mix that
I boarded my dogs with some friends one time, and they had neighbors that they didn't like, and there was a pen that they kept my dogs, and I had the 3 of them, and for I think it was about a month because I was on tour, and Joanne was actually working traveling, and so when I came back, I saw that their neighbors were throwing rocks at my dogs. Oh, and when I brought my dogs home, one of them, from that time forward, anytime a kid walked by, didn't like kids. I was just like, well, I can understand why she no longer likes kids, because the kids were throwing rocks at her. So
yeah, see, that would have come unglued on them, at that point.
I didn't know. You can't control the neighbors' kids.
No, but you can control the neighbors, and they should be controlling their kids.
I just got my dogs out of a bad situation. I didn't want to go over there and punch dude in the face and risk going to jail again. As a 7-time felon, it doesn't matter if you throw the first punch. When I finish the fight, I go to jail. That's why I haven't been in a fight in a long time.
Yeah, well, I promised the judge years ago I wouldn't fight unless I absolutely had to, and I haven't. Doesn't mean I haven't wanted to, but... And I keep thinking, well, that's been over 20 years. He probably forgot about the promise. He's probably retired by now.
He probably heard you say the words and didn't care what they were.
That could be, but that was in 82. Yeah, so I've been good boy.
I've been good. Been good.
Well, that's important.
Trying to isolate my problems one at a time, solve them, fix them, make myself better for my girl. And when I fix all my problems, she'll dump me because she picked me up because she wanted to fix me.
That is a topic for another day.
Why'd you start dating him? Because I knew I could help him. I knew I could fix him. Why'd you dump him? I was done. I released him back to the wild as a fixed person.
Yeah.
But he wears lipstick now. Oh, yeah.
Duct tape did not work. So we'll try Gorilla Glue.
Good for hair.
Yeah.
You
Why
want
is
the
it?
likes to stand up tall? Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. If you've ever listened to women, so like I said, man, this ought to
I
be
mean, I don't
nice.
recommend it, but go on.
If you ever listen to women talking amongst themselves, okay, most of the time you listen to them talking about the guy that they're with. They're talking about how that they got together because they know they can change him and make him this way. Why not find some guy that's already this way?
Because then you're bored. You don't want a boring relationship.
Yeah, we do.
You want projects. See, we have stuff we do around the house, and they fix you. While you fix their houses, they fix you.
Yeah, could you imagine if guys were like women? Okay.
Oh yeah, I can imagine it because I see it all the time online.
Well, yeah, no, I meant real guys. Okay.
And cancel. Thank you, Andrew Tate.
Not the Botox spray on tan, creamy, lotiony hand kind of guys, the man buns and this kind of stuff. But the real guys, because most guys, when they start dating a girl, that's the girl that they want. They want her to be just like that forever, right?
Right, that illusion that they produced.
Right.
Please give me that magic forever. Oh no.
Yeah, I want her to act like this all the time. This is the woman that I want to be with. And then once you get together and everything, you wait 5 minutes, and they change into something else. Now all of a sudden they're this person, and that throws us off because this is what we had. This is what we woke up with. I don't get it. Okay. Where women, this is what they get. And then they try and change them into that. I like the way guys do it. Now, if women would just stay the way they are, be who they really are at the very beginning.
Oh, you'll never see that. You'll never see who they really are at the very beginning. Just like they'll never see who we really are at the very beginning.
No.
Everyone puts on a face. Everyone puts on a front.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to get the action.
Yeah, and sometimes it lasts. They can keep that front up for a good while, some of them. But it always comes up to being who you really are. It always comes out eventually, But even my wife, she is probably the most down-to-earth, that this is me, take it or leave it kind of woman I've ever known, okay? And even with her at the very beginning, there were things that she would do or say that, are completely different than what she is right now. But
man, I tell you, I captured a unicorn and I am not letting it go.
Same here. Yeah.
She has never once put on a front to me. She doesn't lie to me. She doesn't hide anything from me. And she puts up with me hiding from her, putting up fronts in front of her, and hiding shit from her. Yeah, I got a unicorn.
Yes, yeah. I don't bother putting up a front or hiding anything.
I don't need to anymore. I was 30 years deep. That front's gone.
Yeah. Well, I never been like that. Well, I can't say never.
I had to be. I was a musician. I wanted to be a star, buddy. It was all a front.
Yeah.
It's all a front for a long time. But once we connected, I was just like, this is just a front. She's like, you got to keep that front up. She understood. So she knows when I'm on stage and I'm flirting with the girls, it's because I want them to buy shirts and CDs. It's not because I want to go home with them.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, here's a good one. So her and I and the drummer, we're out, and he's single, and he's like, man, that girl over there, and she's just like, well, go talk to her. He's like, oh, I'm too shy, because he's a really shy dude. And so she goes over, starts talking to her, buys a couple drinks, brings him over, pretends like she wasn't with us from the beginning, and he gets to go home with this girl that he wanted to go home with. She is the best wingman he ever had.
What?
Yeah, she's a good wingman, and she was a great marketing person for a couple of the bands I was in. She would set up booths and she would just sell everything. It's just like, we'll be up there playing a bad show, come back and everything's gone. It's just like, what happened? She's just like, selling stuff.
Dude, this is what he was doing all night long last night with the fireworks going, except his body was shaking. Right now, he ain't got any shaking.
That's because there's no fireworks.
Yeah, but
he's just like, hey, I need some me time with daddy. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's not aware of what you're doing. He just knows that he wants to be next to you.
Yeah. Gotta have his love.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiled rotten. Yeah, you're spoiled rotten. I told everybody.
The world knows now.
If you could see the look on his face right now instead of his butt, you would have laughed.
Here it is. The look on his face. Whoop.
Oh boy. Well, we got our hour in plus.
Got our hour.
Yeah.
I got it out. And this is what I'm gonna cut and paste and put together with some other stuff and send it to Trevor, and hopefully it'll get aired. But apparently it has not been getting aired.
Yeah, I haven't even bothered trying to listen because they're for so long. It was just music. They just,
Well, see that, and that's another thing. I don't listen. Like all these, we do these podcasts. I do my radio show. I do another podcast. I don't listen back. I know that these get posted. I just don't know that the NWCZ gets posted. But I don't do follow up. I don't. Hey, Trevor, did you do the thing? As far as I know, he every episode I send him, he puts up on Anchor though.
Yeah, there for a long time. I listened for a couple of months, and all it was, I'd sit there and in fact, there for the first month, I guess, I'd let you know that neither one of us are getting it.
Yeah.
He was playing music. He wasn't playing your podcast, and then mine was supposed to be on right after, and nothing. Still just music, and so it was like, okay, well, I give up. Evidently, he didn't really like the idea, and so just back off. Yeah. And it does save me a lot of time.
That he's a good music programmer, but I don't know that he has the time to run the radio station. And there are a lot of there's a lot of shows that are leaving this year from NWCZ. So I don't know if it's just going to become a solid music station anymore, and none of this talk stuff's going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm trying to recruit some people that I know to help me out with my station. Because there's a lot of stuff I really need to do. I want to do, but I ain't got time to do it all.
Well, I wouldn't mind having I guess a show producer when I'm doing one of my other shows, because it'd be nice to be able to have two cameras and have someone behind the scenes when I'm like, we must go to the Google. I need them to be like, okay, here's the Google, I know you didn't hear what I did. I've got soundboard going on over here.
No, I heard it.
My show, though.
Yeah, I actually heard it.
Did you?
Yeah. It didn't come over, like us.
Yeah.
Okay, I could hear it on your speaker at the other end.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, so I got all these things, and if I had a producer, then they could run the soundboard and they could run the camera stuff and they could do the Googling for me, and then I could just sit here and be, talk my idiocy with Drew when he's here, and it'd be a lot easier. But
yeah, see, if
got to start small though. You can't have everything all at once if you're not rich.
Yeah, if I was going to be doing stuff like this more, or if I was going to be doing all live stuff, or just during the day doing all live, then I would want a producer to work, to switch either views or to give the sound effects that we need at the time, or to make sure that they have the newsreel up front, or whatever. But that ain't going to happen for a very long time.
No, because then you have that means I have to set up a show. I have to look at the topics that I actually want to talk about and see if they're relevant, see if they still exist when the time comes. And
so, but I'm trying to get somebody to where
God bless it.
Well, let me try something.
I don't need no badge.
Let me try something real quick.
I don't need no instructions on how to use this belt. That would be the foreigner belt. Anybody gets that reference? If you got that reference, mention it in the comics. Comics. I said comics because it is a comic reference. That's how dumb I am.
MAGA.
Here, where in the hell?
I kind of like this sound effects board that I got. It's really fun.
I must have deleted it.
Oh, the delete.
It took me all morning to make a 7-minute news broadcast.
Yeah.
Using AI voices.
Nice.
Because, well, my voice would not be a really good news voice,
They have things where you can disguise your voice.
Well, yeah, but
you can make yourself sound like a girl or an old lady or an old man. Well, you're already an old man, or a robot or this and that.
Now listen here, Sonny. I'm not an old man.
That's his natural voice, folks.
Oops, I turned off all the effects, didn't I?
Let me turn on my fashion filters.
But yeah, it's a. But no, so I'm trying to, talk some of my friends into, maybe just reading some news, a few times a day or whatever if they can,
Read it out loud. Send it to me.
Yeah, just I can even.
Rubber Chicken Radio News Network says.
Yeah,
we're
RCR News.
Down.
Yeah, just call it RCR News. But I got stories that I can send them and everything that that I would like to read. But if they could do that, send it on back. I've got a store that I need somebody to run. And
hot off the wire, we have problems in America.
Gee, old news, huh?
It's all good news at Rubber Chicken Radio.
But just stuff like that, and then of course, just everyday things. But I just don't have the time to do it. I would like to be able to actually broadcast live, the music and keep it going and stuff, and DJ and this kind of stuff. But trying to do everything else too, I just don't have the time.
Let's see, that's another thing with the Northwest Convergence Zone, NWCZ. We were supposed to be doing a live show on Mondays, and like a year ago we started talking about this.
I remember you were talking to me about it.
Yeah, and so I prepped and I got ready, and I was in. Actually, I've done a couple of live shows. They wanted to do 3 hours. I said, let me see if I can do 3 hours. I did a couple of 3-hour programs. I mean, they weren't solid, they weren't beautiful, but the time was filled.
Uh-huh.
And so, and I just never hear from him anymore. It is what it is, folks.
Yeah, so
you can go your own way.
But
go for cocaine.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, I might as well go ahead and do this while we're here.
Uh-oh.
Because this is what I actually...
Go an advert for Murder, Love, Comedy.
Well, hold on here. Oh, yeah.
Murder, Love, and Comedy.
I did this one here, and I've started a Facebook page called Friends of RCR, which is Rubber Chicken Radio. And I put this video on there Kind of explain what I'm looking for. So here, hold on a second.
Here we go, folks.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Yes.
That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Hey guys, I sent this to you because I need your help. You know about my radio station, Rubber Chicken Radio. Well, I need help with it in order to make it profitable. I'm getting older and I would like to have a little extra money when I retire, and I would like to retire in a couple more years. I'm kind of thinking that you guys might feel the same and might want some extra cash coming in too. Now, I don't have a lot of money yet, so I would like to barter with you for your time and effort. There will be no cost to you, nothing out of pocket, okay? I'm only asking for your time and your effort, and I will do my best to make it worth your while. I'm not asking for you to be on the air unless you want to be, and then, of course, I'll help you set everything up. That'd be great. But that's not what I'm in a real need for. I need someone that would like to run my store, Rubber Chicken Marketplace. You would be doing the designing and updating and pricing. You'd be choosing new products to add, managing the website with help, of course. You will have all the tools that I can give you and no out-of-pocket costs to you, unless, like your computer breaks and you need to repair it or whatever. So I will foot all the costs. You do the work, and I'll split the profits with you 60%, 40%. Okay. You get the 60%. Now, I need someone also that can and will do promotions, publicity for the station. You'll be trying to build our listener base and find sponsors. I'm also wanting someone to help with the station's content. I would like to find other content like news and entertainment segments. Also, if anyone would like to just record their voices reading news articles and that I send them, then that would be perfect. Now, I'm not asking for a 20-hour work week. All hours are at your discretion and in your spare time. The more we can accomplish together, though, the sooner we can start making extra money. And the more listeners we get, the sooner we can get better sponsors and start earning better money. Now, I said in the beginning, I wanted to barter for your help. Here's what I can give you up front. You will never have to buy bottled water again, not while I'm alive. I will supply you with cases of bottled drinking water. If you can come to Tacoma to get it, or if you live in the South Puget Sound area, I can probably bring it to you. I will also give you some free groceries from time to time. Example, if you said yes and got started this week, you would get the water, a few dozen eggs, a couple of pounds of ground turkey, and maybe a couple steaks. Now for the capper. If you help and the station starts making money, we all split the profits. So there you have it. I have all the risks. You have a chance at reaping the rewards. Well, let me know what you think. I hope to hear from you guys soon. Everything can be done from your home or wherever you have your computer and a good internet signal. So it's not like you're going to have a commute. Okay. So later, and let me know.
No, it's actually really good, and it's true. This guy will supply you with water. So I mean, and here's the fun thing about that. That's a good commodity to have.
There you go. But then, I mean, like I said, we always have extra stuff, and I'm willing to share. But
yeah, hey man,
I need help.
I am so willing to. I 80-20. You get the 80. I'll take the. I don't need money. I understand that we all need money. I don't want money. We just need it to survive. So if you can make us money, you can have the lion's share of it if you're doing all the work. Because I know I'm not doing all the work.
Yeah, I mean, I've got things set up.
I'm the talent.
Well, good. That makes one of us.
Oh, God, I cracked myself up. But yeah, hey, no, that's a great promotion right there. And it's true. This guy, I got a lot of water from this guy because I helped him out. And I just went to the place where he works and they said, "Here, you want some water?"
Yeah. So, but yeah, like I said, I just need help, in order to get this actually going, and
Yeah, we've both reached a point where we are at basically our limit. We can keep it going how it is, but to improve it, we need help.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, if I can get the help, then it will start making money. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Yeah. I've already had people ask me, well, hey, can we sponsor you, or can we advertise on your radio station, and I tell them, well, you could, but right now I don't have enough listeners to actually justify charging you for it.
Right.
And I mean, yeah, I've got listeners, but if you're in Kentucky and you want to start selling motorhomes or whatever on my station, it's probably not going to do you a real lot of good, considering where most of my listeners are, which is on the East Coast, here in the Pacific Northwest, or in London. In fact, my most avid listeners are in London.
Okay, well, I just got the news. October 14th was the last upload for one of my shows.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I quit doing much of any of it.
So. I guess I was fired and didn't even know it.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, he didn't say a word to me about any of it,
No, I mean, he's really going to be upset when I turn off the computer.
Yeah, that's a little bit on the it seems dishonest to me.
No, it's absolutely dishonest.
Yeah.
I'm over here giving him room and power, and I'm supposed to, in return, I'm supposed to get 1 hour a week. And I make that hour. All he has to do is go upload.
Yeah. So
I guess I'm going to turn off his computer today and see what happens. I'm sure I'll get a call.
Well, yeah, probably. Where I sit there and everything, and I do, I try to find stuff. Like I did get this one, let's see here. Yeah, this one. There it is. This one soundbite here I get every Thursday. Let's see here. Here we go.
Well, as we wrap up the year, Carly Pierce knows exactly what she wants from 2023.
At the end of the day, what we do is put out music, and that's what kind of continues on our trajectory of what happens next. So I think making this next record as good or better as 29 is super important to me. But I think past just the music stuff, I want to be the women that I love, the Dollys, the Revas, they're household names.
But that's, like a minute and a half Nashville news.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon McComb is the host of that one. She's the one
who
does the interviews and talking and stuff. And I like having that there, but I'd like more, and more versatile or diversified anyway. So yeah. So anyway, I'll quit complaining.
Hey, no.
For the moment.
That's our job. We're old enough now that we're supposed to complain.
Well, yeah.
All those old people, all they ever do is complain. Oh, I can't wait until I'm old and all I have to do is complain. I'm here.
Oh, my back.
The government hates us.
Well, do like I do. Hate them back.
Hate them back harder.
Okay, well, it's been about an hour and a half.
All right. Well, that's 2 episodes. I'm going to send Trevor, see what happens.
All righty then. Well, tell him I said
you,
hello.
everybody. Thank you, new listeners, new watchers. Happy New Year to everybody that was ever there, that did the thing with the stuff, that ever watched the thing with the stuff, and the thing.
And thank you for joining us for another exciting episode of You Must Be Joking.
Right?
There we go.
Bye, Steve.
See you guys later.
Have a good one, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, you too.
Bye.